This is a channel about a man who scrapped together what little money he had to purchase a piece of property and try to create a mortgage-free life. I bought this saw for $2. It had a covering on it, 2 people's names or initials on it, so I figured at least 2 people loved this saw at some point in its life, and I'll be damned if it doesn't cut incredibly well. This is my new favorite saw. This is great. $2? Incredible. H. Dishon or Bishon? Biston and Sons, Philadelphia. I don't know. Some tool company, I don't know. Anyway, that's a great saw so far. I love this saw. There's a pile of trash near the back of my property. This pile of trash, and there's some old flashing in here. I'm gonna try and salvage this to make the flashing for my window and doors for the outhouse. So I'm gonna try and pull that out of there. Alright, well I can't actually find like proper window flashing without driving pretty far, and it's Sunday. So I found this aluminum metal flashing that I'm using as that. Professionals are dying right now. Modern lovers on the radio remind me of summers in New England and the warmth of a two-pampered man. Oh, the love of a faithful woman. Road runner, road runner. Oh, won't you ever settle down? Or will you run fast, miles an hour, through every friend you've ever found? Sweet word, lay a place for me. I don't know where I'd be without her now. That heavy burden came and laid me down, but it feels at home when you're around. Oh God, I miss the sound of the night with you. The crickets bleeding through the living room, and the warmth of a candlelight, more than enough to keep us through the night. Oh, I had a lover. Woo! I don't think I'll risk another these days. I'm gonna keep it to the song, because I've been losing. Sweet worry made a place for me. I don't know where I'd be without her now. That heavy burden came and laid me down, but it feels at home when you're around. Sweet worry made a place for me. I don't know where I'd be without her now. That heavy burden came to lay me down, but it feels at home when you're around. Oh God, I miss the sound of the night with you. The crickets bleeding through the living room. I'm trying to teach myself to be competent with this, so I'm making lots and lots of cuts with it. Alright, so it rained pretty hard for 2 days. I'm piling more and more trash here. It's looking rough. And I ran out of money. So during those 2 days, I brushed up on my resume, applied for some standard jobs. I've just been working gigs, if you will, and freelance work. But I need to fix this. This was like up here, so it collected a bunch of water, and you can see what it's doing there. So this needs to come down more. I also need to put some gravel because it gets everything dirty. I'm going to finish this out, hopefully. I'm not sure what I'm going to do the sides in. And then copy the front. I don't know if I'm going to keep the window. I don't know. Leaking and things like that. It's hard when you're just making things from scratch. You know what I mean? If I was buying a Home Depot window that just fit in that slot, it would be a different story. But I have to make it, and it takes me a while. It takes me a long time to make things from scratch like that. So I carved out this area here for a little latch. There's going to be a metal plate here that this can slap behind. I don't have the tool to measure the angle that I need to put up the trim boards. I've got a lot of these really beautiful ferns here that they're just in places where I'll have walkways in the future. They're gorgeous though, really gorgeous I think, and obviously fit in well with the natural landscaping. So I'm going to try and transplant a few of these and use these around the structure that I'm building. Here's another beautiful fern. It's just kind of like in with a bunch of trash that was here. So I'm going to clear out all of this eventually. But I figure I might as well try and transplant some of these guys. Call the United Nations. We need a resolution set. This plant is too cute for public consumption. We're getting there. Maybe you can't see it yet, but I can see it. We're getting there. Still need to figure out that water. You may be wondering what's happening with my camper. Well, so I struggled for a long time to get these bolts off, as you remember, and then I finally got them off, but they sheared. It wasn't rust that sheared them. It's actually that this 1960s hub was reverse threaded for one side. Oh, yeah, that's right. Some of you just realized that I'm a total idiot and I cranked it super hard to the left and just destroyed it, right? So then I had this completely impossible to find lug bolt, right? It was a reverse threaded lug bolt from the 60s for a weird camper. It was like random spacing, super hard to find. Also couldn't find this hub. I have a neighbor who is a mechanic, so I brought it to him and said, hey, can you retap these holes for me? And he said, well, are you going to use the brakes on the trailer? I said, no. He said, take the brake assembly off from the axle, which will be on there, and I'll just throw some bolts in here that I grind down so they fit, and we'll put regular bolts on it. So that's what we're going to do. So the camper should, within the next week or two, be getting up here. And that's exciting. In other news, I got this 1x3 for the batten strips, and we're getting there. It's been raining for 3 days, so let's see how we're holding up in the back since I kind of lowered the sill over here. Oh, so much better, so much better. There's not stains on the wood. It was really bad. Yeah, it's also not holding water up here anymore. Okay, I feel better about that. The mud down here is still an issue. I am considering putting metal, like as a skirt around the edge, and then also gravel along the bottom, but I've seen a few people who did metal skirting on buildings, and it looked epic, so. Other than that, I'm starting to plan for my cabin, which will either go here, kind of facing south, which is that direction, or it will go in this spot over here, facing west, which is that direction. So you can kind of see I've mapped out a 12 by 12 space here, or 12 by 15 maybe. Anyway, the stick back there too. I kind of put myself in this. If I did build it here, I'd want windows looking this way. And then the other thing is, whoa, hey, my neighbor's been really excited about trying to get his motorcycle a new engine, and he finally did it, it sounds like. I'm excited for him. The other thing is, I think I might actually use this as a tool shed, and I might just rebuild this as an outhouse. Honestly, only because of placement. That's really it.
I'm finding these guys next to the road everywhere, so I'm just trying to move them. Ouch! It scared me. He touched me. He's so cute. Anyway, go on, buddy. Get farther from the road, please. There you go.
If you want to support this project monetarily, I've started a Patreon account. If you want to watch this for free, that's amazing too. I'm just grateful for everyone that's here participating, subscribing, commenting, and watching.